All right, so nothing happened today in Illinois, apparently. I got up around midnight, so I would have slept through it. Today is just Princess Diana event. But I've got some interesting stuff going on for you as far as this Mystic Pizza and this Licorice Pizza. Licorice Pizza kicked me into Mystic Pizza, and of course, Mystic Pizza. Yeah, what's today? Trump and I's combined number has the 22196. I turned that. So I just ciphered that date when I turned the 22196. That hits on today. But yeah, so Mystic Pizza came out in 1988. And Pizzagate was all their whole thing. That's what created the letter Q for Queen, Queen of Heaven, Queen of the Universe. That's what created the whole mess, that movement, that Queen movement. Yeah. So I like at the bottom where it's got the 614 budget, 6 million, box office 14. You got the 614 combination for Trump. So since pizza was the big buzzword that created the Queen movement with its upward mobility, those evil Dems, pizza, it's code word. So here comes Licorice Pizza, which made my brain go, well, if anything's correct, then it's the Holy Spirit. But it was like Mystic Pizza. Sure enough, 1988. So it's got two dates, a premiere on October 18th and a USA release October 21st. They are going to hit for us on July 13th, the full moon for the premiere, and July 16th. The July 16th is One World Trade Tower opening and Soleimani Death Day tract. If you include both dates, total solar 2001, June 21st. Tesla company opens. That's on a Saturday. If you just go with the premiere, Octopussy, April 30th, partial solar, 2022. Octopussy release date, partial lunar, 1961. Annular solar, 1988. So you got a double 1988 with Mystic Pizza premiere and an annular solar. Ooh, that one's on September 11th. So I guess we need to make that stick out like some sort of a sore thumb. Okay. And when you include both dates onto that July 13th date, you do get the December 4th, 2021 eclipse. You get iPet Goat 2, YouTube date of July 3rd posting, and Spectre release date. So we've got those babies added in. And today was, like we said, today was Princess Diana only. And we'll just leave it at that. And Lawrence Williams says AI equals angel intelligence. I like it. Ultimate distraction. Yeah. Well, you go back to Ephesians 6:12. Your enemies are not flesh and blood. People think that evil people run the earth. They'll go to the banksters or the bloodlines. No. The fallen angels run the earth. Your enemies are not flesh and blood. Now, God's ordained every bit of it. Every bit of this. So you have to come in to the understanding that what God has declared from before the foundation of the world, and see if I can. I took a break. I couldn't think of the verse. I tried Googling it, and finally I went to the video where I'd heard it and found it. But I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. In other words, we know that he has declared all things from before the foundation of the world. That's Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end from the beginning. The book of Revelation is written. Everything's been declared. He's not waiting on anybody's free will decision. Whatever decision sheep and goat make has been declared from before the foundation of the world. So I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. That meant both directions. That doesn't mean from like now on. So take right now goes all the way backwards and goes all the way forwards. God's declared it. So when he declared it from before the foundation of the world, that's what it's going to be through the very end of any type of time and space we can relate to, up until the new heaven, the new Jerusalem, when that's a whole different state. You don't even remember your past on earth. It says all things are made new. You won't be remembering the touchdown you scored or when you lost your virginity, all the earthly things you did in the nap. Remember when God has to wipe away all the tears from our eyes at judgment, because we're seeing our loved ones weeping and gnashing their teeth, and they're seeing us. They know we were loved. They know they weren't. We know we are loved. We know they weren't and aren't. We know judgment's coming. That's why God has to wipe away all our tears. So it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it. So this whole thing about prayer doesn't change what God declared from before the foundation of the world. God knows the things you need before you ask. And how did he tell you to pray? Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. You're praying to handle his will that he declared from before the foundation of the world, which shall be forever, that you can handle it. Jesus was like, can you remove the cup? Can we change this? Not my will, Father, your will be done. Sorry to paraphrase right through it, but let's get to the point. And then he taught us how to pray, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. In other words, everything you declared, it shall be forever. Got it. That's what you're getting on your hands and knees for, basically. Now, I pray for things all the time, but always with the mindset of if it's of your will. So nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God doeth it that men should fear before him. So what brought me to that? I was talking about something and lost my train of thought and had to go do some things. But AI intelligence, yeah, the ghost in the machine, the ultimate distraction. Okay, we were talking about Ephesians 6:12, that our enemies are flesh and blood. Our enemies are not flesh and blood, that it's the fallen angels. And that's how it's basically being done now, is what they think are their ascended masters are running the show, calling the shots, going to give them godhood. They just have a process that they must do. Trust the process. Just do your job. That's the Nick Saban mottos. Trust the process. Do your job, because what's he really giving you? That's Satan's message to all of his. Just trust the process and do your job. They were able to build the bomb that we dropped on Hiroshima. I think that's what it was dropped on. Two different cities. I can't remember what they were. But how are they able to build the bomb here in Los Estados Unidos without anybody knowing about it, without word leaking out? It's called compartmentalization. The right hand does not know what the left hand is doing. Just do your job. Mystery Babylonians are on a need-to-know basis. They don't know what's coming. They think they know what's coming. All the humans think they know what's coming. And to a large extent, they do, to an extent. But they don't understand the biblical implications of their demise, of when the fallen angels start using their human bodies as an avatar just to kill us, and they die off. You think they have seen that all the way through? We can't find even any so-called Christian YouTube sites or internet links that tell you that. And it's sitting right there in the movie Venom or the movie The Exorcist. Anyway, but yeah, the AI, that's who's running the earth. Yep, Lawrence. All right. I think that's everything. Comments. Mike Prep, nothing. My Prep, nothing. Telling Truth 3, nothing. We did the 37 chart, adding Mystic Pizza. That's basically it. All right. And Sunday wasn't much. It was Lady Diana's crash date, I think. All right. Love y'all.